Hello,
Howdy.
how are you?
I'm doing well.
Australia's strongest man. I was like, I don't have anyone from Australia, and I was like, okay, this is Todd. Yeah.
How we doing, Engen?
Uh, I got COVID about 2.5 weeks ago. It was not easy. It was not Omicron, the first one. I got from Seychelles when I went there, and so it was kind of heavy. But now I'm okay. I'm finally fine.
Good.
Thank you.
Hey, Pradeep.
Hey Todd, how are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Hang it.
Hello. Pradeep, we are live, right?
Yes, we are live.
Yep, that's good. That's good.
I've seen one thing. Whenever anyone says, "Are we live?" they are 100% most definitely are live.
Yeah. When someone like me, you can never be sure. I mean, yep. So you didn't finish preparation, Todd? You will work
I
out.
worked out this morning. I'll work out tomorrow, and that'll probably be my last day. I got to drive to Chicago. So I'll work out tomorrow, and then I'm traveling Tuesday and Wednesday.
I understand, yeah. I think Michael, Todd, Ron, and John will be in same flight. I think from Netherlands to here, but I think you are not in the same flight with them, right?
I got a direct flight from Chicago.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
so I haven't traveled in years without one of my flights being delayed or canceled. So if I can get a direct flight, I will drive the 6.5 hours to get on a direct flight. Because then if that flight's canceled, I'm on the very next flight. I don't get stuck in some foreign country trying to rebook tickets.
Yeah.
So Yordan Tsonev is also joining, right?
Yeah. What time is it? Is it already
2 minutes?
We got 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So I watched your YouTube program, Pradeep, with Todd, where he said that he just started, some days ago to check who Yordan Tsonev was. It just I don't know what to think about it. Todd is one of the guys that he just confuses me the most. With the things that he writes, also with the things that he is doing, and like it sounds like amateur. Like you're gonna pull a world champion guy, and then only some days before the event, you look at who he is, and what he does. But I'm sure that it is because of his unique personality that he's just Jordan just came, and he is just, I don't know, he's probably confidence, like he doesn't think that he needs to change the things that he is doing, it most likely from person to person, but mostly just he is doing something that would work against anyone. I don't know what, but that's only my guess, Todd. You would know your reasons better. Hello, Jordan. Welcome.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hi, Yordan.
Hello.
Yeah. Can you turn the camera sideways, if possible? Yeah.
Okay, but I don't know how can I see all of you.
Just pull the page sideways. That you will see there's those three.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay, Todd. Okay, what's the reason behind that? Confidence or your preparation that it would work against anyone, or you knew that he was a hook puller and you didn't need to really check?
Well, yeah, I knew he was a hook puller because you told me, but I feel confident my inside game and my outside game is what I'm working on. So I've been working on it anyways, because just because of the super heavyweights. But I did have that match with Lachlan. So as soon as that match with Lachlan was over, that's when I started looking into Yordan. And calling him a hook puller is kind of underselling it a bit, because he likes to get palm up and stop at that horrible position and dig his arm out of that. So that's a very unique style. I haven't seen too many people do. Well, I've never seen anybody do it successfully. So, but to be honest, had I known about that 6 months ago, I couldn't have changed anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but how many matches did you watch with him? Are you talking about his recent super match? Because he's not always in that position. But
I
you know,
watched the Worlds.
yeah.
I watched the super match with that blonde chubby ref. I can't remember the name, where there was like a phone booth in the corner. And I watched him pull Krazy, Sasho, Prudnik, Angabayev, and then there was another. I mean, I pulled up 8 videos, and then I pulled up his highlight reel. Somebody made a highlight reel with him, which was just like 40 minutes of him beating people. So I only watched that once. That was depressing. So I went back and tried to find videos where he'd lose.
I understand. You know that he's a very tall guy. He's about what are you, 190? You're
191, I think.
191. Yeah. So he has long reach, and yeah. I mean, you are not pulling like the guy, the Russian Bogoslov, mostly shoulder and tricep forward direct on Yordan's bicep. You are more likely, you know, side and dragging. You know, this is what I understand. So you will be applying the pressure to the different direction than the Russian guy applied on Yordan. Yeah. So
yeah, I don't want it to be wrist to wrist. I'll tell you that right now, because I'll run out of table when they're really tall like that.
yeah.
Like Devin or something. I run out of table. I have a hard time finishing those matches.
But usually you don't finish either. You know. I mean,
Correct.
your endurance still, you know, continue. Like I haven't seen anyone, you know, like a equal, like slow start. I shouldn't say slow start, but Rustam beats you in a hook, but Rustam just finishes the match before you even get yourself positioned, you know. Not like, you know, like do you think that Rustam would beat you if you just start in a hook, right, like that?
I mean, I don't want to say anything disrespectful to Rustam because he's such a bad man, but
Yeah.
yeah, I never felt like I got to start in that. It would be, but those elite guys, those top world level guys, man, you usually got to pull them a few times before you figure out what works on them, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just I was unprepared and unexpected that. So.
Yeah. Say, the reason that I ask, because I don't, if we see you losing Jordan, that will be something that we just learn, you know, very new thing that we will learn. So that is the reason I said, you know, Haji Murat beat you once at Zloty, but it was overall. But when you pull him super match in hook, you were the one that, you know. And Jordan, what do you think? What do you think generally about, you know, your match versus Hutchings? You
Well,
know, just before you answer, I will tell you, uh, for me, as I said, you know, we will learn something new because you are not a like flash pinner guy either, you know, not like Rustam. So if you beat, so it means that Hutchings will be able to apply his power, and then if you beat him there, that is something new for me. Maybe if I miss something about in his own way that I'm talking about, he beat all the hook pullers that he had chance to apply his power, and now you're gonna pull against him. So yeah, I would like to ask your opinion.
well, in my mind, it's hard to imagine that after the goal we go in hook, and then I can finish the fight on from the beginning. And as 1 month ago, it was even harder to imagine to win a longer match. So, but now I worked a lot on my endurance, and
Mhm.
I worked with a guy that imitates Todd Hutchings style. And I think I have a chance to win a long match, but from the start, I'm not sure if I could pin him.
You don't
So
have to. Every win counts, short or long,
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And then people like for example, Hajimrat Zolev, and like yesterday with Gasparini, we had the conversation. They think that you're gonna win versus Hutchins. When I wrote this about Zolev's,
Mhm.
opinion, Todd was the first one that put their laughing icon there, and
Yes, yes. I screenshot that one. I made a screenshot, and I'm watching it
yeah,
every day.
yeah, it's
I'm
good, it's
watching it
good.
every day.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll see.
What's your weight now?
Now I'm 104 and something.
Mm-hmm. And you, Todd?
Give me just a second. I'm 103.
You're 103.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So it's about your
But I'm rock solid though.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You look rock solid versus Zolev as well. Like you didn't lose because like there was anything wrong with your strength, but it was just like applying your what you have. After round three, I thought it was over. You were gonna win 3-2. But somehow, you just couldn't do what you did on the third round on round four. I don't know how that happened. I was like, after that match, there is no more explosiveness left with Haji because you stop him first in the halfway, in the second start after he fell in the right at the like neutral position, the beginning position of the match with the loss list, of course. And then, so after the 20, 30 seconds of total, probably, I don't remember exactly, I thought that, Zolev will not be fresh enough to pin you again, but it just happened.
Yeah, that was a rough day.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
rough.
yeah. We all look at each other. We said it's over after round three. Okay, Todd stop him. From now on, it's over. And then it was surprise. The rest was surprise. Yeah. But so this is what I say that when you pull him round five in the hook, you look very dominant. So I don't think the problem was with the strength. Of course, that time you cut down to 97 kilo, right now 103. So it means that you didn't have to lose weight. And I don't know. The reason that I'm still thinking like Yordan, like I don't know, your last trainings with Dave Chaffee. I mean, I don't know how it goes fresh, but even he gets a little bit tired, and then you just pin him, and we know how strong he is. So what I am just thinking that you probably have more horsepower in offensive way compared to Jordan, but Jordan, as he said that he's training he trained already his endurance to just to not to lose, not to lose, not to lose, and then uh, you know, finish you somehow. But from other side, we know that you're also great about endurance. I just wanted to share my opinions. Before I go further. You said that you train with someone uh, closer in pulling weight to Todd Yordan. Who was that? Someone we know?
No, no, no. This guy is not close. He is a top roller, but
People with two hands.
I put a strap around his body, and and then I First trainings, some of the first good trainings that I did for Todd Hutchings were with Krasi, and he showed me the way Todd pulls, and we were trying to imitate him as much as we can.
Again, I have one question for Yordan. So my question to you, Yordan, is in your preparation for this match, like a lot of guys in Bulgaria have faced Todd Hutchings, like Sasha Andreev have faced Todd Hutchings, and recently Bojidar also had a practice poll with him. Krasimir Kostadinov also had a match with him. So did you train with them in preparation for this match? Like when was the last time
Yes.
you prepared with these
Yes.
guys?
Today we trained with Sash.
Oh, you did today?
Yeah. I
Wow.
did short training, my last training with Sash.
And what was the tension of the training? 6 days we are talking about before the event.
We were pulling what 100%.
Wow. This
Yeah.
crazy Bulgarians. Yeah. It's interesting, yeah.
I have one question for Todd Hutchings as well. Todd, last time you had a background photo of a guy hunting buffaloes, and we know that you called your opponent Lachlan Adair Buffalo N instead of Buff Elon. So what does that background mean? I'm
that's
not able
just
to
the album
understand.
cover on my computer. I don't know Yordan's nickname, so I didn't know what to do. So that's just the screensaver on my computer.
And one more question I had for you. You were mentioning that against the taller guys, you kind of run out of elbow pad when you're trying to drag your elbow back. I saw the same thing against Ron Bath as well, who's not a really tall guy, maybe 6'2", 6'3", somewhat like that. And still you beat him really 6'3", so he's also 6'3". Maybe that could explain, because against him you were also right at the back of the pad, and WL elbow pads are 9 inches as we know, but you beat him easily. So is that just because your height compared to other guys is shorter, your arm is shorter, or is that something that you can or have worked on?
Well, if you're tall and really strong, it's hard because their arm is they can reach way across the table, and my arm being short enough, because I don't really have a press, so I'm always dragging. So once I'm at the back of the table, right, and my hips are away from the table and I'm all the way back, and if their hand is still on the elbow pad and up, I just run out of room. So I gotta develop some sort of emergency press if I run out of table.
And you said at the beginning of the program, you just talked about your outside skill, or I misunderstood you?
Yes, outside.
Yeah, I'm working on my outside game.
Okay, just try that some other time, not next Saturday, please.
No, you can try. You can try.
It is just a friendly suggestion. I'm terrible, right, Yordan? Maybe it could be an easy win for you, and now I'm ruining
Yes.
your round. I'm sorry. Just
you
try
can
it.
try. You can try.
Just try it. Yeah. Yeah, that may be a quick win. That may be a quick win. Yeah, but yeah, it is. You guys know it's best of 3. Best of 5. Sorry, best of 5. So when you come, so after one of you reach round, I mean the 3 wins, you won't have any chance to try something different, unfortunately, because we set way too many matches, so we will not have time. But maybe if you guys are okay, after pools will be fun as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If everything goes okay without any pain, or for me on right hand there will be no after pools, because I want to go to this tournament in Chechnya.
Oh, I thought WAF didn't allow this.
I think it is allowed.
It is?
I don't know. I
You
think so. I hope so.
Someone just told me that, WAF does not allow, for something, but if they fix the problem, it's good, yeah.
I don't know if it is not organized by PAL. It's okay.
Did you ask?
No.
No, no. I'm just asking, just to make sure, And but you said that the Chechnya event is about 1.5 months later after this one.
It's yes.
March,
26th of March.
March 26th. Yeah. Yeah. Um, Todd, I was listening. What's that you say? I don't know exact word. Like perfection and excellence and something. What were you saying?
You can pursue excellence, or you can pursue victory.
Yeah. And then you made an explanation that do I understand you correct? Because if I understand you correctly, that is how I have been looking into arm wrestling right from the beginning. That you if do you mean like if you do everything necessary to win, then in a general understanding, then like when you talk about the excellence, you're talking about that.
Yeah, it basically comes down to is all you care about is winning. Then you complain about the table, you complain about the refs, you complain about if the weight cut wasn't fair. But if all you want, if what you're striving for is to be the best arm wrestler you can be, you don't worry too much about the different weight classes or if the refs were fair or if you had to travel more. Because we're going to be in this sport a long time. I've been in it 20 years. And if I just kept traveling, seeking just victory without trying to be excellence, then you're always trying to develop some new trick, or whether or not it's the strap or the fair strap or the buckle or any of that stuff, as opposed to just learn the fundamentals and get stronger and take a long-term view. Let's go.
Yeah, but just trust me that when you say like if you complain about the weight difference, when you are pulling at the very top level, then the weight kind of makes difference, like I mean, you have pulled some of the super heavyweights. I mean, I'm sure that you also have limits as well, don't you think?
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. But I mean, I don't let the losses knock me back. I mean, I lose probably more than other people do, and if I was so consumed with trying to keep like a super good record, that would just drive me nuts, but
but losing against the best super heavyweights in the world would take nothing away from you. Only it's just either you win or you don't win, you don't lose anything, just I mean, like you pull Dennis Shiplenko and you lose, and then look at how Hashing lost to Dennis Shiplenko. I mean, what would you expect, just I mean, yeah, but it's same like like Bojidar is 80-kilo guy. Whenever he would lose 100-kilo Hutchings, I mean there is nothing to lose in my opinion. But if you think that 80-kilo guy pulling 100-kilo, there is no disadvantage with the weights, then I kind of disagree. It is in every strength sport, go to weightlifting, go to wrestling, go to some others, the best, like you can beat 500-pound guy, or I can beat 500-pound guy. But when you talk about the best guy in the world in that class, or one of the best guys, then it's kind of making difference.
No, I think weight definitely makes a difference. And I believe in the weight classes. But the only reason why I pulled Simplinkov and Pushkar is because I was in that weight class. I was probably 98 kilos when I pulled Dennis.
Yeah.
Right. But if I was only worried about victory, I never would have stepped up and pulled that class. I would have stayed in the lower class. But if you truly want to be the best arm wrestler you can be, you got to pull the best arm wrestlers in the world. Even if you're going to get your butt kicked, you still got to walk into the fight.
Yeah. It's up to you, but I can't blame the guy who wouldn't prefer to do that one by knowing his limits. I mean, only if he trusts himself. Like, I mean, it is sometimes possible to beat heavier guys, best guys, but I mean, not everyone just. I mean, I don't know.
Engin, you are ready to pull Devon Laird. Of course, you agree with Todd Hutchings.
I told the same thing to Devon. I rather pull you than them pulling Hutchings, because that is more pain in the elbow, the side pressure. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna beat Devon or something, but people doesn't understand that Devon at 130 kilo and Devon at 100 kilo and Engin at 75 kilo, Engin at the 100 kilo may be different. it doesn't mean that I'm gonna win, but they if they think that it's something like mission impossible, it's not, you know. But of course, I would be heavily underdog. But I will pull John next month in Norway. If I lose, people are gonna say, okay, you didn't even beat John. How are you gonna beat Devon? But Devon was 280 pounds, while John was all bloated, you know, like 250, you know. But it let them pull in 220. I don't think that it will be that easy, you know. Yeah. And what was your weight when you pulled Devon, Todd?
I was like 230, 235 pounds. You weigh in with your clothes on. So I
So
think I was
you
like
were basically about this weight, maybe 2 kilo more, maximum.
about 2 or 3 kilo more.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna go deeply into there, but officially on the paper you lost that match. But if the pads were 7-by-7, do you think that, you know, it would make the difference? Like in my opinion, it was the first one was pin, but um, Neil once told me that, you know, okay, it was pin, but what about the next? But I think that you were, after it was pin, you kept that position for about half minute, right?
Yeah, that was long. It was a long
Yeah,
match.
yeah. So it takes some of the explosive horsepower, I believe. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if the table mattered.
No. When somebody is pulling the elbow more back, dragging, you know, I think
Oh, it was definitely difficult. I'll just beat them next time. No, there'll be another time.
yeah. It
And
would,
Angin, one more thing about that match, if I'm not mistaken, Todd can correct me here. WL pin pads are still 1 inch lower than the regular WAF table pin pads.
is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
So they are
Is
not
it
10
right,
cents.
Todd?
I have no idea. I know
I know.
I know the elbow pads are long. I don't know if the pin pads are taller or not.
WL pin pads are lower than WAF table or Measurenko table pin pads.
Oh,
Todd is just like perfect guy for Devon's freedom table, freedom arm wrestling. Yeah, he just doesn't give shit, you know. He just like, yeah. And um, Yordan, if we go to East versus West event, the other matches, and before that, like if you would like to share, and how do you see like your percentage chance, you know, against Todd, you know, how do you see like on the paper percentage?
I don't know. I cannot say percentage on paper. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
But can you say that you're gonna win?
I will say that I can win, but I will never say I'm going to win.
Okay,
Never.
yeah, but you're going there to win for sure.
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. I'm going to give my all.
yeah. That's good. That's good. You know, it just I try to hype the event, but these guys are just, they just talk as much as they should. But let's see. Let me try my chance with Todd now. Same question.
I like my chances. I don't know what the percentage are. Um, it'll all come. I mean, I got a plan, but it always goes out the window after the first match. So we'll see. Uh, what I like best is I haven't seen Yordan flash pin a lot of people. I've seen him flash pin a few people, so I feel a lot more comfortable that it should be a slower start match, unless he goes home right now and does nothing but train speed. So, you know, I mean, I could sit here and give you a recipe on how to beat me if that's what you want.
Yes, please share.
I mean, Devin, Hadzi, and Rustam wrote a book on how to beat me, so that's out there.
Oh, come
That
on,
doesn't mean I
Jordan.
haven't read that book either. I'm just telling you, but that book is out there.
Jordan just asked you to tell him how to beat you. Jordan, it was. Don't you know already?
I will find out.
You will find out if you know or not, huh? Yeah.
Maybe, Angit, it is just my guess when Todd was saying earlier that he's practicing his outside move. Maybe he was trying to say that if Yordan goes top roll, then he's also going top roll with him.
No, I have never seen Yordan top on some. Only a few times to slip his hand. I said,
Yes, I tried to top roll once in 2016 against Haji, and he beat me so easily that when I got out of the stage, some other guys asked me, "Why didn't you pull him? Why did you let the match go?" And I was trying to explain him that I tried to top roll, but he beat me so easily that it looks like I was letting the match go.
yeah, you were trying to slip your hand or top
No,
roll?
I was trying to top roll him, but nothing happened.
Okay. Yeah. While trying to sleep or something, some other people have experience about Haji as well.
What was that?
No, I said about trying to slip from Haji's
Uh,
hand and losing. Some other person here also has a recent experience about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haji's tough, man. He's a bad man.
Okay, let's go then. Haji Murat versus John. Let's see it.
I like John. I like John for that. I don't know how much, but I mean, I know I pulled both of them, not and I pulled Haji recently, but I like John for that match.
Do you think that he will be able to sleep in the strap, top roll him?
Yeah, and John's hand's quite a bit bigger than mine, and John. I mean, I think John will get knocked off center, but I think he'll keep enough of his hand up there, and he'll keep that pronation on Haji. I think he'll slow it down, and then if John wants to slip, he will.
Mm-hmm. I think John's pronator is stronger than yours, probably. Or
Definitely, I think so. I mean, it was the last time we pulled. I assume it is today.
At least he uses better because of years of experience. Even if you train pronator at the table, at the world level competition, your experience of using your pronator effectively is much less than his.
Yeah.
So
I have to concentrate on using it. He can just use his naturally.
I agree. Yeah, I agree. So you are saying that John is the favorite?
I think John's the favorite in that match.
Okay. And Yordan?
Well, most of the people I think say that Brezink is the favorite. So in this case, I want Haji to win because I like.
He said that you're gonna beat.
Yes, this is the second reason. I'm supporting Haji because he's the first guy that supported me against Hutchings.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Most of the guys are betting on Todd, but he was the first one who said, "I think Yordan's gonna win." That's why I want him.
You want him is different thing than what you think. Or
what?
I'm not asking who do you want to win. I'm asking who do you think is gonna win.
I cannot say. I don't know. I think Haji has chances, but he has to go to strap and hook John, because if he goes outside, I don't think it's going to happen.
But did you listen to him? He said he's gonna top roll John and beat him.
Okay.
And he said that he is not gonna accept to go to strap directly. He said if John wants to go to strap, he needs to earn it, he said. So he will basically try to do the same thing that he did to Todd to John. He's gonna try.
Yes, but John is going to go to strap anyway.
Yeah, but you remember Taino tried, Sasho tried, probably Todd tried. It was not that easy to. Plemen did it at last swap, yeah.
Yes, but Sasho is not a top roller. Brezink is
yeah, I agree.
Like a professor.
Yes. So. Yeah. And if we go to Michael Todd versus Gennady, Todd?
I don't know Gennady that well. but
You don't even know your own opponent until last a few weeks, so it's normal. Yeah, tell
I'm a
us.
busy man. But I don't want to just pick all the Americans, so you should ask different. But I would think Michael Todd's probably the favorite there.
Yeah, you watch Gennady versus Hermes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I heard that Michael is in very good shape. You have any idea about it, or?
I mean, I've talked to him on the phone, but I don't have any like special knowledge of what he trains hard. I mean, the guy, spends 24 hours a day training in arm wrestling. So I mean, I know he's dedicated. So, I mean, he probably works harder at it than anybody I know.
Yeah. And
I have one small idea about that, Engin. I recently watched Corey West on Paul Italia's channel. So Corey West recently practiced with Todd Hutchings. Michael Todd. I don't remember exactly when, but Paul Italia asked him, "What do you think about Michael Todd's current shape compared to when he faced Devon Ladd?" Because he's someone who keeps on practicing him with regularly. And surprisingly, Corey West did not say, not even once, that Michael Todd felt stronger than what he was feeling back in May 2021. He said he's at par at what he used to be in May 2021. This
so
is
the
what his training partner said. Yeah,
same level, he says, huh? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And Yordan, you are more familiar probably to Gennady.
So in my opinion, it depends how strong Gennady's climbing ability is, because he's not going to hook. Michael Todd, his wrist is going backwards if he's trying to hook. So it depends, Gennady, how did he train his climbing ability? Because I think he has some press. If he manages to climb enough and then do the press, he can win. But
so what I understand that basically you see Michael's chance higher, but
yes,
if Gennady can
yes,
do
I think Michael has more chance to win this.
Because you look like you are trying to find a way for Gennady to win.
Yes, this is the only way I see how Gennady can, because his wrist here, his control is not that strong. We saw with Hermes, and he doesn't support his wrist by going forward either. With Hermes, I was expecting Gennady to go forward, maybe lose his wrist, but stay forward. And I don't know if he's afraid to go forward, because last time when he went forward against Kurdicha, he got hurt. And now maybe he's staying more on his biceps. That's why he didn't go forward.
Yeah, I understand. So if we talk about, I'm trying to find a match that Todd would know the opponent as well from the East. So I don't know who can that be, but Rambat versus Zurab. You know Zurab?
Yeah, I watched him. I didn't know who he was until you matched him with Ron, and I don't know how much Ron's been working lately. I mean, Ron's a legend. He's a bad dude, but I have a hard time doing these predictions because I don't know if these people are, how hard they've been training the last 2 or 3 months, and I haven't seen Ron like out there because Ron doesn't keep a real public profile anyway. So I just don't know what shape Ron's in. I'm sure he's coming in prepared, but
yeah,
that other guy, I almost think the other guy's got the advantage,
yeah. Ron asked me to set a match for him, so, and he said that he's not coming here to lose. He knows the match was set more than 2 months ago, so probably he is prepared. I don't think that he would just travel all the way here, without getting as much as possible trained.
Oh, I agree, but 2 months ain't enough for me to to train. So my training's like 3 and 4 months long.
Yeah, but Ron has always been, just like competing there and there, I mean, I have never seen him.
He has. I've known him for years. I mean, I got a lot of respect for him. It took me 3 years to beat him the first time when I tried. So, I mean, I'm very familiar with him.
Yeah, when you say like talking about 3 years, it took for you to beat him. I remember the day that you beat Cleveland, rest in peace. You catch him right from there and then beat him. Did you beat David Randall in the same event or no?
Yeah, it was there's three of us in it. There's three of us in the class for money. There's like a money class. So it was me,
Yeah,
Cleve Dean, and Dave Randall, and I had to beat
yeah,
both of them.
yeah. I was like first time I realized I knew that you were like crazy strong. You beat John in Vegas, lost on foul or something. But John, if you remember, competed two weight classes,
Yep.
90 and the supers, while you
Mhm.
competed only one class. But still, what you did that day was we were like, I mean, who the hell is he? You know, I mean, we knew you, but like how can you come to that level? You know, to because first time I saw you some years ago, 2001 Harley Pool, you were in 80 kilo. You were just like a regular guy, you know. You were not like only slow, but you were also not connected, not like probably the very beginning, right?
Yep. I lost 2 matches and went home. So,
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
lost to Kenny Hughes and Cobra Rhodes and went home. That was
Oh,
it.
but you pull versus you really tough guys of that time, you know. You're
Yeah.
talking about. Yeah, I think Bill Sinks won the class. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, so if we go, okay, Rambet versus Zurab, what do you think, Yordan?
If the match stops, I think Ron will beat Zurab.
Which way?
If the match stops, if it is a long match, Ron Bath will take it. If it's going to be short, then Zurab. Zurab has about 5 or 10 seconds to win. Either way, I think Ron is going to win. He has some endurance, and Ron has heart. I have seen him pulling, and he never quits. I like him.
Can you imagine that, you know, the team that's coming from US, John is like 57 and Ron is about 60 and
Yes.
Michael probably 48 and only young one is Todd is 18. How old are you?
I'm
18?
55.
Can you imagine all these guys are coming and just when you think about it, just think that, you know, like four guys will come from US. One is 48 years old, one is 55, one is 57, one is 60. Can they beat the best of the East? You would just say, I mean, come on, you know, just old people. But then whenever you put the picture of those old people, Hutchings' picture, Michael Todd's picture, John's picture, Ron's picture, the things are changing. But the bad part, that small criticism for the North American arm wrestling. I mean, these guys to be like still the best in arm wrestling, you know, it is just come on, guys. You know, these guys. There should be like younger guys that would be beating these guys. You know, they are still these guys are still the most scared ones in North
Yeah.
America.
I did a talk about that once. There's enough of us in North America. Just
Yeah.
just grab the people you talked about. John, Ron, Michael Todd. If you want to throw myself into that's fine.
Yeah.
But we haven't produced any champions behind, you know. I mean, I've trained and worked with a lot of people, but I haven't. I mean, I've produced one champion that was years ago, and she's a girl. She's a little tiny girl, but I haven't. I mean, I myself haven't mentored or coached somebody else into championship level status. So there's
You are smart
some
guy.
bad technology transfer.
You are smart guy. Just tell us, explain us why.
I don't know. I mean,
Come
but
on.
then again, but we're all different. So we've all got different training styles and philosophies. So maybe, you know, we're still in this country, we're still hunting for a recipe to go, but I can't. I mean, I've thought about it for a long time. I mean, I've been thinking about this for about 8 years. I can't figure out how. I mean, there's a lot of strong guys coming up behind us, but they're not being trained or coached by us. You know, they're learning it themselves.
But still, you know, there are. I mean, who are in North America, not North America, but US, to beat these guys, you know, in the same weight category. It's not that. I mean, hard to find those guys. Like whenever I remember Dave Patson, you know, I don't know, Cobra Rhodes and John and all those other guys run bad. These guys were winning like when they were like 20, 22 years old, 25 years old. They were just, I mean, kicking ass, And I don't know. I don't know. I was expecting, like you guys, but the only thing is, you guys are not only effective in the North America, you are effective against the rest of the world as well. That is another problem. Yeah. And then people in North America, somehow they continue pulling effectively till they are like 50, 60. And then over here, people compete like wow for something when they are 35, 36, and then they just quit. They just quit. I don't know. Maybe the competition level is here very high. It's very hard for them to be qualified in Russian nationals or Georgian nationals or Bulgarian nationals. I don't know. But when you look at that way, Gashevsky this year, he took second place in WAF when he was 50, 51 years old. Anyways, it's interesting, hard to. And Yordan, what do you think about Morozov versus Prudnik?
Oh, it will be very interesting. I don't know. I would say Prudnik,
In
but
hook?
I think he will manage to hook Morozov, yes. Yes,
But
because if he tries to top roll, Morozov is really good against top rollers.
Morozov is good, huh? Because
Yeah.
his arm length, height, yeah.
Yes, and I think his wrist is pretty good also.
Mhm. And do you know Morozov, Todd?
Yeah.
I don't know him real in depth, but I agree. I mean, Prudnik's one of those other very elite level people. I'd pick Prudnik over pretty much anybody.
Yeah. I think. Do you think that the reason that you lost him so quickly because of your problem about the start, or you were kind of tired before you pulled him, or what do you think in Moldova?
I definitely lost on the start with him.
Yeah.
When I know I'm going to lose the start, I got to get really, really tight and try to relax my hand. And before Prudnik, I was feeling good with the starts. I thought I had the timing down, but then Prudnik was just on a whole nother level of speed with me, and I just wasn't prepared for it. I actually thought I was starting well that day, and then Prudnik just shut me down.
Yeah. Your second loss was to Alan Makeo, I think, and another quick
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. I remember. I mean,
And can
I'm telling
someone
you that's the only way to beat you. This is what I understand. A quick, very quick, explosive outside move. That is, and better be without the strap. Because if it is in the strap, then still taking your risk is not solution.
The straps slow everything down. So, the strap matches are always slower.
Yeah, but just someone like you that that you need strap. Like, how can you not be like so professional about going strap after 20 years? You know that strap and no strap for you is day and night. And then like you should be like as much as you focus on winning or strength or something, don't you think that listen, you are in a very high level. It's not criticism. I'm not criticizing you, but like, don't you think that it's almost equally? An honest question for you: if you would go to strap with Zolev, do you think he would beat you?
No.
Honestly, no. See, this is what I'm talking about here. Yeah.
I'm working on it. Don't worry. I'll be there. I got 10, 15 more years to figure this out.
I hope so. I hope so. Because you are incredible. You are incredible. When I saw you with Dave Chappie, I was like, no, this is the guy that I want to put last. Like the last person around my weight. Like up to 100 kilo. I mean, who do you want not to pull engine? I mean, it's not because I'm gonna be the rest or something. Or not even close. But I wouldn't want to pull you because you would hurt my elbow. With the side pressure. What were you asking?
and someone was asking in the comments, have you ever faced Todd Hutchings?
No, I'm glad I didn't. The side pressure. Yeah.
And many other comments were about people were saying that they want to donate. I'm assuming the monetization issue has not been solved yet. People
Yeah, yeah.
wanted to send super chats.
YouTube suddenly caused some problems, and I don't know. I'm trying to fix it, but whatever, Yeah. And do you know Tobias Sporong, Yordan?
Yes, I know this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna face Morozov. People says that Morozov is heavily favorite, and whenever I talk with the trainer of Tobias, he said that his left is 30% stronger than his right now, and like then it confused me, to if he's that close because I saw him versus Kurdesha. It seemed like he gave the same trouble that Hermes gave to Kurdesha. So if his left is really even not 30%, but 15% stronger, do you think that there is a chance that he may surprise many people?
Yes. His
Yeah,
his wrist is also pretty good. His cupping ability is on a very high level, but it depends. Mm, If Morozov is good in hook, he will win. But if they are pulling each other, I don't know what is going to happen. I'm not
yeah,
sure.
yeah. The truth is, uh, I was like, I waited till the day that you pull versus Bogoslov, and I was like, I was gonna already. I asked someone to ask to Bogoslov,
Hmm.
would you pull Todd Hutchings? You understand in this super match?
Yes. Okay.
And I was like 99% sure he was gonna beat you because what I was told that Bogoslov is 110 kilo, the 85 kilo guy went up to 110. They say he's super strong and he's gonna beat you. This is the information I get it. And I
Mhm.
was like, okay, can you tell Bogoslov? And I said, maybe no, maybe not to confuse him before his super match. Just wait. And then after he beats Tsonev, and then ask him. And then you beat Bogoslov. And I was like, okay, wow, okay. Then it is Yordan that should pull Hutchings. And then whenever I ask you, would you pull? You said you were gonna ask me at the same time, Remember? You said that
Yes, yes, yes.
I
We
mean,
were we were speaking with Bojdar, and he
yeah,
told me, why don't you asking him
yeah,
for a
you
super match?
100% deserved. Yeah, you deserved that day to hold the guy's shoulder pressure on your bicep and then beat him. You were like, wow, yeah. So now, can you tell us that you are any better shape than that time, or about the same, or
Yeah, I'm better. I'm better. I'm lifting heavier weights. Mm,
uh-huh.
let's say 5% more, something
Yeah,
like
it,
this.
it, it, it makes so much difference.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
In those exercises that I'm doing, I added 5%, for
yeah.
example. And I have added also more endurance. So side pressure power, I'm not sure, maybe because side pressure, I train my side pressure only on practice on the
Mhm.
table with people, so I cannot measure it.
Mhm, mhm.
But actually, I do one exercise for side pressure, and it was 5% more. But my pressing and my holding power, I cannot measure.
Mhm.
But my endurance 100% is better.
So
So
basically, Todd is in trouble. Todd is in trouble. Yeah,
I don't know, man.
that might is gonna be gone. That legend that nobody can beat him at his weight in a slow hook pull. Nobody has better endurance than him in hook or something. The finally it's coming to the end, right?
Congratulations on a great show, Onion. 10 million views.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to mess with Todd, Jordan. Uh, I'm just, I'm trying to a little bit provocate him, but I am not sure if he's getting provoked or he's just laughing. He's laughing, but I don't know in which way.
I'm always nervous before every match. You don't need to scare me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought that you were very confident, especially when you put that laughing under Zolev's comment, I was like, what a confident guy that, he's just like laughing. Yeah.
Engin, I wanted to add something. About
Yeah.
326 people are watching right now. So thanks to you all. Please subscribe to this channel, and Todd Hutchings channel also. Please subscribe there as well. And I know Engin is never going to ask you on live streams to purchase the pay-per-view. So I will do that. Coresports.world, $13 right now. Biggest arm wrestling event ever. Please buy it. And I have one question for Yordan. Yordan, do you remember in 2015, John Brezink said that do not hook Devon Laird? And in 2021 and 2022, Devon Laird said that do not hook Todd Hutchings. And you are primarily a hook puller. So how can you assess those statements about Todd Hutchings? Devon's statement.
What can I say about those statements? I don't care what people think.
Yeah.
I care what I think, and mostly I care what I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that anything is possible.
Yes.
I know that I have nothing to lose, and this is a great opportunity for me to face one of the greatest guys, because I really respect your thoughts. A couple of years ago, when I started arm wrestling, and until now, I'm watching your videos, and I really like the way you train and the way you pull. Like, you don't cheat, you just grab and go inside. And I have
Excellent.
the opportunity to meet you in my best shape ever. So why should I top row? I will go inside and I will prove them wrong.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody needs to
I
prove
will
them
try
wrong.
to prove them wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With that mindset, people around Todd's weight should all change the style. Anyway, so it will be great, and I hope this time, Todd is gonna be in Istanbul, not in Yalova, and yeah, I will pick you up from the airport, and then you will be accommodated in a 5-star hotel. Everything will be great. But listen, you guys need to sign 150 t-shirts.
That's fine. Look how big that hand is. I'm a writing fool. I can write with both hands, so I can do 75 at once. Now, do you want me to sign my name? Because I normally just sign John Brazink's names to t-shirts. People buy those.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is up to you, either after the match or before the match 2 days ago. You arrive on 10th, and Yordan, you arrive on what, 11th or 10th, Yordan?
10th.
10th. Yeah, that's good. On 11th, 10 o'clock, we have the weigh-in. Afternoon, we have the live press conference. Then I will be right at the middle as the biggest provocator ever. You all be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. anyways, so if you don't have any other question, Pradeep, let's finish. Let them rest and train, whatever. Do you have any question?
What day is the press conference going to be? 11th?
11th, yeah. I will allow those channels to broadcast. If you want, you can do as well.
So it will be similar to the 2018, I think it was Vendetta 50, where all the Western guys were sitting on one side and Eastern guys were sitting on one side.
Yeah, I think, yeah, something like that. We are gonna make it like a U, because a lot of guys, 29 pullers, so it will be like a U table. Did you know that on that day when Dennis was pulling Devon, I was the one that started to ask questions and provocated everything, and then after that, right away they bring the table, they start pulling. Yeah.
No, I think that was not live broadcasted or
I
anything?
don't know if
So
it was live or
no,
not,
it
but
was not.
I take the microphone. They were asking questions, and then Anna Mazurenko asked me, Engin, you would probably find a good question. And then I started, and then a little bit provocation, and then table came, and then they start pulling, day before. Yeah. Of course, this time is not gonna happen something like that. Don't worry, guys. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you very, very much, Todd. You want to add anything? You want to say anything?
Oh, I'm good. I'll be there on the 10th.
Yep. See you there. And Yordan?
Mm, we will see. We will see each other in Istanbul.
Yes,
Yep.
sir. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to.
Okay, thank you very, very much. And just please take care of yourself and see you very soon. And thank you everyone for watching us.
You're welcome. Bye.
And buy the pay-per-view, guys.
Yeah, buy the pay-per-view. Yeah. Support us for the next events.
Bye.